Now let's turn to the escalating conflict on the Thailand-Cambodia border, which has entered its fourth day with no clear end in sight and fears of a much wider humanitarian crisis. US President Donald Trump said he can step in to stop the violence. While speaking at a rally in Pennsylvania on December the 9th, Trump claimed credit for the earlier truce between Thailand and Cambodia and said he would make a phone call to halt the current wave of violence. Trump also claimed that in 10 months he had ended 8 wars.
In 10 months, I ended 8 wars, including Kosovo, Serbia, Pakistan and India. They were going at it. Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia. You didn't know about that. Armenia and Azerbaijan. And I hate to say this, one named Cambodia, Thailand, and it started up today. Tomorrow I'll have to make a phone call, and I think they'll get it. Who else could say, I'm going to make a phone call and stop a war of 2 very powerful countries, Thailand and Cambodia? They're going at it again. But I'll do it. So we're making peace through strength. That's what we're doing.
Well, to clarify, India has repeatedly debunked Trump's claims about the India-Pakistan conflict in May, saying the ceasefire agreement was achieved after Pakistan reached out to India, and that it happened without any US mediation. Meanwhile, the renewed Thai-Cambodia clashes come months after a ceasefire brokered by President Trump and the Malaysian Prime Minister in July. It followed 5 days of fierce cross-border fighting that killed dozens and displaced thousands of people. This week's fighting, however, is the deadliest since July. Airstrikes, artillery fire and ground skirmishes have spread across 5 provinces on both sides of the border. Reports claim that more than 500,000 people have now been forced to flee their homes. And yesterday, the Thai army said it had carried out what it called a tank-fired operation, targeting a compound on the Cambodian side of the border. Thailand's navy also reported that it had struck Cambodian positions along the Trat border. And on the ground, hundreds of displaced families are sheltering inside makeshift centres. Many say they fled with minutes to spare, leaving homes, livestock and belongings behind.
We are behind the front line. We can live like this. It's okay, but I want it to be over. I miss my pets. I really miss my pets, all the animals at home. I can't really put it into words.
I wanted the war ended as soon as it can, so that I can go back to my home to restore my farming work and to take care of my dogs and chickens, because they are at home with no one to take care and don't know what they are eating.
However, neither government shows any sign of backing down. The Thai Prime Minister has vowed to continue defending the border, while Cambodia has warned of a strong response against any Thai offensive. The international community is urging both parties to resolve the issue through dialogue. On December the 9th, Beijing said it sincerely hopes the fighting does not escalate and urged both sides to return to dialogue.
As a friend and close neighbor of both Cambodia and Thailand, China sincerely hopes that the 2 sides will exercise restraint, move toward each other, and prevent the situation from escalating again. China will continue to play a constructive role in easing tensions in its own way.
The United Nations has also expressed serious concern over the escalating fighting. A UN spokesperson said the Secretary-General is very concerned about developments in the region.
Look, we're very concerned about these latest developments. We've seen the reports of airstrikes and mobilization of heavy equipment around the border. It's important that both Thailand and Cambodia do whatever they can to de-escalate and to return to the framework that was signed in Kuala Lumpur just a few months ago, on October 26. They need to use that mechanism to engage in dialogue and find ways again to lower the tension. And we, of course, stand ready to support all efforts at promoting peace, stability, and developments in the region.
Well, the root of the conflict lies in a century-old colonial-era disputed border demarcation, an 800-kilometre line marked by competing claims over the centuries-old Preah Vihear temple. And despite a 1962 international court decision supporting Cambodia's claim, the matter has remained unresolved, resurfacing periodically in bilateral relations. So for now, the Thailand-Cambodia border remains a deadly combat zone, and thousands are in limbo, waiting for a peace that still feels out of reach.
I was born into revolution. I inherited power like a crown. What I delivered was isolation. I built a personality cult that touched every home. Millions suffered hunger under my rule, but no one dared to speak. I ruled from palaces. My people queued for rice. I called myself the dear leader. History calls me something else, the dictator. Who am I?